Straight on and hear from Rebecca now. So Rebecca, over to you.
Thank you. Hello everyone. I guess my title here is entrepreneur, and I graduated 2 years ago. I'm 23 now. I feel really old.
Don't you start with me. Add another digit to each of those numbers.
No right to complain then. So when I was at school, I was I think the word is probably very average in all subjects. There was nothing that I was really very good at until I did business management in 5th year. And I just loved it. And then I did find I had a knack for it. I just, don't know, seemed to do really well in the exams and the tests. And the more I learnt about business, the more I loved it. Like, I just loved how people made money from doing different things. And there's so many like creative, inventive ways that you can make money, you can create jobs, you can do what you love and do it for yourself. So I really liked business, but I didn't quite know where my place would be, if I would, maybe quite like marketing, that was quite a fun bit, or maybe something operational to help keep the cogs turning. So knew I loved it, and I knew that I wanted to go to university and do it. And I got into Strathclyde, which is a really good business school, really good reputation. And again, I'd probably say I was just very average amongst everyone else there that loved business. But I was just super enthusiastic about it. And I did an internship at a security company, which wasn't that exciting, but I learned all about like security and how it works, which isn't the most exciting. But when I was in my 3rd year of uni, I lived in a flat and a girl got attacked. And long story short, nobody came to help. So I just thought there should be something that we can all have on us all the time, that we know if we activate it, we'll get a police response. And I Googled it, there was nothing available that I could buy for myself to kind of protect me. And because I'd worked in the security company, I knew all about the burglar alarm that's on your house. So if that activates, the police will automatically come. So I thought there must be a way of, instead of monitoring a building, monitoring a person. And so I did some market research, and there's kind of 3 boxes that you kind of need to tick before you start a business, which is it desirable? So do people more than just you want it? And spoke to lots of people and thought, we've got a really good market. 2, is it technically feasible? So I spoke to lots of different technical people and how all the processes would work, and thought, we can do it, it's technically feasible. And 3, is it commercially viable? So can you make a sensible business case that if you sell this, you make this much profit, it covers your overheads, then kind of bang, you've got a business. And so I worked it out, I made a business plan, and I was still like trying to balance doing my dissertation and getting this idea for an attack alarm off the ground. And the university was super supportive of students that want to start a business. And they gave me a mentor. It turned out this mentor was the head of an angel investment syndicate. She's, which was great for me. So she said to me, I think you're ready to pitch for investment, like midway through my final year at uni. And it was super exciting. I pitched for like £60,000, which was so much money. I couldn't get my head around it. Like, it would have paid so much rent and lots of nights out. But so £60,000, I thought, right, I'll pitch for it. Went into this room. It was exactly like you would imagine on Dragon's Den. There was maybe 12 investors, and did my 15-20 minute pitch. They asked me grilling questions all about the finances, all about how we're going to reach the market, and the progress that I had to date. And I'd won a few competitions, so I'd got a bit of money in the bank and done a bit of product development. They gave me the money, and so from that point I thought, oh my goodness, I've got just over £60,000 in the bank now. I don't need to worry about applying for a graduate job. I don't need to worry about what I'm going to do next, because I've got enough money to at least give this a go. And so I worked on it, worked on product development, learned all about how to bring a product to market, and I'd had no previous experience at doing that at all. I managed to get myself a really good mentor that had a lot of technical skills, and we worked as a really good team. we eventually got to the point where we realized that there was another market. So instead of just for consumers to buy as an attack alarm, there's this is the bit that's slightly dull, so I'll gloss over it really quickly. Companies have got a duty of care to protect their at-risk and their lone workers, so if you're a cleaner working by yourselves, and the legislation around this is growing so quickly that it's a major, major growth market, and investors love that. So we can say that there's over 6 million lone workers, legislation is growing, and we've got a great product that satisfies this need. So I pitched to more investors last year, and we just closed an investment of 800,000. So that combined with the grant funding raised probably just over £1 million now, and I've built a team of people around me that are really good at marketing and sales and technology, and we're in a really good place now that we're just finishing off the technology. We're just about to launch. I should have said as well, I had a lot of PR coverage when it first came out, what I was doing. My favourites it was in Glamour magazine, Cosmopolitan, then the more reputable ones like BBC and The Guardian and stuff. So the whole journey to get to this point has been amazing, and I feel like I've learned so much more than I ever learned in my 4 years at uni. It's unbelievable, but now I'm kind of faced with lots of different struggles, like the people that are in my team all of them are older than me, and it's really difficult to kind of set the tone that they need to do what I tell them to do, and they need to, it's just really difficult because it's so easy to overlap and just be friends with them. So that's the kind of challenge that I'm facing at the minute. The bad stuff about my job, because most of it is wonderful, I love it, and I love that every day I wake up and we see progress and we get closer to the end goal. But there's a lot of emails, like so many people just send pointless emails, and there's like an unwritten 24-hour rule where people get annoyed if you don't reply. So a lot of time is spent when it's after 5 o'clock and I really want to go home just to get it all done. Doing the finances as well, SOX, that sits with me at the moment, but I'm trying to shift that away. So like collecting all the receipts, paying everybody, that's not the fun bit. But in general, I love it. I'm my own boss. I get to please myself really in what I do every day, as long as I kind of keep the investors happy. We have board meetings where we sit with really clever people, and they kind of help to get the strategy of what we're doing right, and it's great because I get to shape where we're going in with the company. So I think that's about it. Is that?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Is that okay? Right.
Thank you very much, Rebecca.